Hello everyone, Namaste, my name is Luke Elijah. Thank you for watching this video. We are now at the beautiful botanical gardens here in Singapore, and my lovely guest is Grace Kim.
Thank you.
Grace just got off a cruise ship. She was there for 5 months on the stint. She works as a professional acupuncturist, energy healer, as well as a yoga instructor, right? And I first met Grace through her sister Krista, who is a dear friend of mine. And Krista was telling me, oh, I actually have a psychic sister, and she gave me my spiritual awakening. And she taught me about the chakras and stuff, and she was telling me all these amazing things about you. And when I finally got to meet you, I was like, wow, you guys look so much alike, and you guys, you know, and I was just amazed by the amount of things you do, because you do so many things from martial arts to qigong and tai chi, of course acupuncture and energy healing, and now you're writing a book. There's so much going on for you, right? For those people who do not already know you, Grace, could you give us a little bit about your history, your background? Tell us more about yourself.
Basically, well, let's start from my childhood. I was raised by my father and my mom, and they both are very spiritual people. My father is a grandmaster in Taekwondo, very old school Taekwondo practice that includes Qigong and what Koreans call Kimudo. And he's also an acupuncturist and an energy healer himself. And so from the tender age of 4, I started meditation. I started my training in martial arts and later achieving my 5th Dan when I was about 18 years old. And
wow, no kidding, she's a 5th Dan black belt Taekwondo expert, right? This is one kick-ass bit you don't want to mess around with her. In fact, I always thought, you know,
not anymore, but
I mean, you still earned it, right? You earned the right to call yourself a 5th Dan black belt Taekwondo expert. And you know, I always thought that you kind of look a bit like Lucy. You're like this kick-ass Charlie's Angels babe.
I get that a lot. I
don't
don't
want to mess
see
with
it,
this girl.
but yeah, I get that a lot. But yeah, that was kind of like more like my first chapter. I called my chapters in life, and that was like the first major chapter of my life. And now I've kind of progressed more into the energy healing and the whole the yin aspect of that yang chapter. So I explore more into yoga. And one of the reasons why I went into yoga was to further enhance my balance of that yang practice of yin, and how do I physically enhance my spiritual awakening and how to promote my my physical well-being as well as my mental and my spiritual well-being. So yoga has fit
very nicely
for that.
Yeah, this is like what you say, the balance, right? The softer yin side to the masculine, rough, tough Taekwondo aspect, right? Of the very disciplined martial arts.
That's right. But Taekwondo also has that meditative and that energy practice, depending on what style of Taekwondo you practice, because a lot of it's very sport-intensive nowadays. But yeah, I'm more focused on the energy healing and the energy practice, which was something that I always was drawn more into, more than the fighting and more into the...
Of course.
Yeah, so at a very young age, I had that intuitive ability, so later in life, like when I become a professional acupuncturist, where I came into the calling of learning and cultivating that energy practice, that intuitive healing, to complement my treatments, because I would get these insights. I don't know if you've experienced that. You get these vibes and insights, and even
intuitive nudges.
Yeah, very, very strong intuitive knowledge or just knowing
what the patient needs.
Yeah, what the patient needs that my needling couldn't really access. And that was what compelled me to learn energy healing through theta healing and through other energetic practices.
You really do lots of stuff, and you're really good at all of them. But let's start with acupuncture. Not everyone understands what acupuncture is about, other than it being an alternative form of healing, and it's from Eastern philosophical backgrounds, right? And you basically took over your family's business, your father's being a full-time professional acupuncturist back in Toronto. You learned from him, right? And you got this come from this lineage. Could you tell us what acupuncture is and how can he help others in their health?
I actually use a very simple analogy for this, and this is something that I've taught to a lot of people from the Western world, because nobody really knows about Qi because it's not in Western thought.
Yeah.
So instead of going to the Qi and Yin Yang stuff, I basically use the analogy of Christmas tree lights, because basically if you look at the map and if you look on Google and you look for acupuncture map, and you see the body, it has like these lines and dots on the lines, and these lines represent
Meridian
the energy,
points.
meridians, the channels of your chi flow. And chi is life force, another lack of better words, because there's no direct translation for English of this Chinese character. So this life force has these major highways, which is called meridians, and those numerous dots on the lines are the acupuncture points, the pressure points. But if you look at the map, they all look like Christmas tree lights, don't they?
Yeah, lots of
Yeah.
colors and dots all over the place,
Yeah, so
around the body.
Have you Christmas tree lights before? Okay, have you experienced Luke when you plugged
One
in the Christmas
fuses,
tree light?
one doesn't
and
turn
it doesn't
on.
light up.
Yes, it happens frequently.
Yes, and so basically, how do you fix it?
Well, I don't know. I just leave it alone. I just leave it.
Well, usually people either replace it, but
Yeah.
you can't replace your meridians. But,
Yes.
But to fix it, a lot of people would change the bulb.
Well, yeah.
Did you do that before?
Well,
You just left it alone.
yeah, I left it alone. Yeah.
Well, a lot of people do that too, and they get sick because of that. But to change it, a lot of people would change the bulb, and a lot of
Yes.
people who are watching it's probably like
Yes.
screaming, "Change the bulb!"
Yeah.
But you change the bulb, and what instantly happens is the light comes up. So basically, with the acupuncture needles, is we basically know where that faulty bulb in your Christmas tree light system is, and by placing and replacing that bulb with the needle, we make that dull area wherever your symptoms may
Light
be,
up
whether
again and well
yeah,
again.
yeah, and well again, because your cells need chi as well as all the nutrients and oxygen and ions to function. It also needs that life force chi to function at its best. And what happens is wherever you get your symptoms, whether it's acid reflux, sinusitis, restless legs, or tendonitis, whatever it may be, it's just that area where your light is very dim, your chi flow is very dim. And so we
It's
just
restoring a good flow of chi.
exactly,
Yes.
yeah, to allow your body to heal on its
On its own, yes. Because
very efficiently. Yeah.
Because the body actually can heal on its own, but sometimes it's blocked, and so
Exactly,
the
the energy
acupuncture
block.
allows the channels to be open again.
And sometimes those energy blocks are emotional or just really strong subconscious beliefs too. And that's where my energy healing comes into play, and that's how it marries well with my acupuncture.
yes.
Yeah, because I get instant results with my acupuncture. But when it's something deep-seated and very emotional, emotional weight gain, whether it's an emotional traumatic experience that caused that very deep-seated block, no matter how many needle sessions I give, it'll always be there. So that energy healing helps clear that very effectively and very efficiently.
So let me get you
instantly.
right. What you're saying is acupuncture treats the surface symptomatic
Correct,
relief,
yes.
right? But your energy healing treats the problem, the issue at its root cause. You're clearing it at its root.
At a different
At the
kind of
core.
root. Yeah, there are different root causes, but this is more of an emotional and energetic type of root cause that may even go deeper into the energetic, and this is more esoteric now because we're going more into the whole belief of past lives and ancestral DNA, like inheriting certain diseases or complications.
Traits, yes.
Yeah, from your ancestors through cellular memory, things like that. So it's quite intricate. Yeah, it's fascinating and it's effective. It's very fulfilling to do.
Yeah, since we're on this topic, alright, she's actually a certified Theta instructor and practitioner, and I myself have, taken your Theta.
Yes, so you're a practitioner
Yes, I'm
too.
practitioner now,
Yes.
right, with certification course, but she's my trainer.
You did very well.
Thank
Yes.
you very much. I appreciate it. Right. Theta healing is very complicated and complex, and it has so many uses because it can heal people, like what you say, on so many different levels: emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically, and also it clears away karmic past life
that's right,
and
that's
ancestral
right.
genetic traits.
Yes, yeah.
Right. But for people who do not know what theta healing is, could you explain what it is?
Sure. It's basically the theta healing method is just packaged in a very easy to follow, easy to learn way. It's a very modernly packaged energy healing technique that is ancient. It is shared among yogis, it is shared among all the sutras and all ancient energy healing practices, but it's just packaged in a way that it's very concise and it covers all grounds, and it's a very effective way of learning it. It's just systematic and very easy to go through.
Yeah.
It's very easy for you to
It was
follow,
it was a lot of fun.
it's a lot of
Yeah.
fun. I mean, you cover so much. It's just so much more than you ever thought you were going to learn in an energy healing class, because you also are fine-tuning certain
Yeah.
energy, intuitive abilities, channeling and communicating with other entities.
It's like Reiki times 10, but more fun.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Reiki is amazing too. But I do agree with you.
Yeah.
A lot of Reiki practitioners also complement their practice with Theta healing to get that in-depth pull and block that's very, very stubborn and deep-seated. Yeah. So basically with Theta healing, how we treat people, how we help people get better is by instantly identifying what subconscious beliefs, which are wavelengths of energy, which are blocks of energy in your entity, in your being, and we instantly clear them, whether it is from this life, past lives, ancestors, or on the soul level. And we also download lessons of these karmic lessons or entities or any kind of energy block, and effectively clearing them in a very safe and systematic manner, so you cover all grounds, and it's very soothing afterwards. You feel very, very relaxed and cleansed and light. It's amazing how much these energy blocks can weigh you down, and physically and emotionally and mentally, and how light you feel. How do you feel after Theta healing?
Awesome, very
Yeah.
light, like walking on clouds. As you say, it's really a systematic approach, right? You take me through. It feels like a combination of energy healing with a bit of counseling, a bit of like psychotherapy, everything all mixed in. So it's
Yes.
very multifaceted, and like what you say, it addresses so many issues on so many levels. And yeah,
And most importantly, with results, because I'm a very results-driven
Yeah.
healer. I only dedicate my practice to something that gives
Tangible
tangible
results.
results. Yeah. So whenever I do acupuncture, I always make sure I get those instant results. And if I need that extra complement with energy healing, I do that. And it's remarkable that it permeates throughout relationships, through manifestations, through work.
so many areas of
physically.
life. Yeah, you can
Yeah.
use Theta healing on for sure.
It's quite remarkable, and that's why I was so compelled to also share this
Yeah.
technique and to teach it. I was just so driven. I need to share this with the world, and thanks to you, like, we get to send this message out to more people. I highly recommend any type of energy healing. I personally think that Theta healing has been the most effective for me to adopt and to practice. Of course, I'm open to learning other things as well.
Yeah, you have such an amazing journey, you really have, and well, speaking of journey, could you tell the audience what are the upcoming projects or the stuff that you have up, the courses or whatever you have planned?
Sure. Right now, we're teaching retreats, teaching seminars on energy healing. I'm even feeling the call to teach Acupuncturist, a very simple way of treating as well and help their business. There's a lot of healers out there who need more guidance, who need that extra little tip that I learned from my father, really good treatment secrets, and from my masters as well, Chinese masters. And of course, Qigong video blogs. I want to post some more interesting tips on boosting and grounding your energy. And as well, producing ebooks and some nice books on.
Speaking of ebooks, you actually have about to launch one in April soon.
That's right.
Could you tell us more about this upcoming ebook of yours?
Well, this is basically a book that was. I felt the need to create a book because after every treatment or every session I had with patients and clients, they would always ask me for some more advice for wellness, and I realized I've been saying the same thing over and over again, and I've always been like giving them a long list of all these books to read, and so I just thought that maybe I should just create a complete package, product for people just to kind of read, and it's all in there, everything that I think they should implement and to balance their lifestyle, to improve their wellness, that are very easy to follow, really simple advice that's very, very common sense, and and most importantly, easy. It's easy stuff that makes sense and is well written in a way that is not going to be too scientific or too
So
theoretical.
the layperson will be able to absorb and
You got it,
understand
yeah.
what
For
you're-
the everyday
yeah,
person, like
information.
very important things about health, about balancing your life, every single tip you could think of that would enhance your wellness, not only for your well-being, but also to promote your energy, to be able to self-heal. So that's basically my goal in the near future. So you will be seeing some books up ahead.
Awesome. Well, how can the audience go to find out more about your courses, your retreats, to book a consultation with you?
Oh, yes.
Alright, or to basically even download your ebooks or find
Right.
out where can you go to?
They could go to my website, which will be linked with this video or below this video. And I'm open to consultations abroad as well. I do distance healings. I've been healing people in the States, in Singapore, Finland, Qatar, everywhere
everywhere, yes.
via Skype with great results. So
Yes.
it's you don't have to be face to face, but it is an option that you can look into. So I do consultations abroad as well. You could always look into my visits. I do like to travel, so please visit my website to see where I am and what seminars or events I'll be partaking in. And so, yeah, thank you for that.
Thank you, Grace, for sharing with us, what you do and all the love that you've been giving, right? So guys, please click on the link below and visit Grace's website, right? So you can book her for a Skype consultation if you're not living in Singapore, or you can, you can connect with her in so many ways, like whether you want a yoga session, an acupuncture session, or just a data healing session, or even better, if you want to study or learn to how to be a data healing practitioner yourself, like the both of us, right? She's the trainer to go to, right? So again, thank you, Grace. We hope to have you again in a future
Thank you.
video.
Thank
right?
you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. See you in my next video.